Hey guys, happy Saturday! It's like I just saw you guys a couple of days ago. Let me just move the camera down a little bit. There we go. All right, so yay! I hope you guys are having a lovely Saturday. I'll just wait for you homies to pop on in. And yeah, so about 10 minutes late, but I was finishing up in the shower. People have to be clean. Hey, Sarin! hello. So yeah, I have a book to share with you guys. I have, well, it's like a tarot book, and I have a deck, and of course my tea. Hey, Susie! So yay! What are you guys doing today? Do you have any plans for this weekend? Any plans for, or well, some of you guys may have a 3-day weekend, so. Hey, Shadowlander and Seacat, yay! Oh, no worries, Sarin. Hey, Marina, happy Saturday. Yes, yeah, for those of you that tuned in to my tarot workout, forever when people see the Tower card, they're going to be like, oh, wee! So yeah, that was a lot of fun to do, you guys. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to do like a tarot workout every once in a while, I doubt I could do it every week because, I have a lot of commitments, but like maybe once a month or, something like that, once or twice a month, I could probably do a tarot workout with you guys. Bring your decks and your gym clothes and we can have some fun. All right, let's see. Who else is popping on the end? Lisen Unti, what is up? And Grown Orla, what is up, girl? How are you? Shadowlander, oh, that's right. You got your guitar lessons. Possibly going to see what sound decorations are in stores Sunday or next weekend. Excellent. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Ayana. So yeah, we have the house decorated already, but of course, I'm always open to more decorations. I have my haul video that's going to get posted on October 15th. And then those decorations I'm actually going to start putting up in the house as well, because there's a lot. And oh, I figured out my Halloween costume. Hey, Aries! Oh, and of course, Shadowlander is doing some more witchcraft research. Oh, speaking of witchcraft, I have a awesome shirt for you guys. Ayana said there's slim pickings in the stores right now. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people went a little cray-cray at the end of September. Me. Mid to end September, I was like... Sarin said, excited to be here and hear what's new with everyone. Of course, Essence, what's up? So yeah, sounds like you guys are up to some good stuff this weekend. Anything else? What else are you troublemakers up to this weekend? I think this is actually going to be a quiet weekend for me, which is nice because I've been pretty busy doing, all kinds of stuff. You know me, I have like my whatever 6 or 7 different personalities that I gotta like go do everything. I have to split myself into multiple directions. Ayana said sleeping, lots of sleeping. I was happy I got to sleep in today. It's been a while since I got to sleep in. So sleeping in was nice. And I think I would also, I'm also gonna be doing lots of sleeping this weekend. I think that sounds like a good idea. Sarin said, gonna look at Halloween costumes. Excellent. Okay, so I want to show you guys my shirt. I think you guys will dig it. I got it at Target, like, I don't know, last year. Which way to the wine? And I have my little Loki earrings on, for the occasion. So, oh! I'm all about the $7 shirts. Let's see. Green Owl said, I'm going to break out the light up spider web, the neon black cat, and the front porch skeleton. You know what? I want a bigger skeleton because I have Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones hangs out by the door, and that's actually Loki's friend. Loki likes to hang out and sleep on Mr. Bones. Oh my gosh, there's 2 little hummingbirds. Oh, it's a little boy and a little girl. You can see the little boy. He's got his like bright green feathers. He's very plumagey, and then the little girl is very brown. Oh, they're gonna make little hummingbird babies. Okay, let's see. Oh, glad you guys like the shirt. Hey, Emily, what is up? Emily's like, I want that shirt too. So yeah, I mean, hey, maybe a store like Target in your area might have something like that. So yay, yes, the little birdies. Some of them are off to make little hummingbird babies. Costumes. So let's talk costumes. Whether or not people are doing parties this year or whatever, I don't care. I'm dressing up regardless. Because I was like planning my costume last night, and the dude's like, he says, why? Like, where are you going? I'm like, do I have to be going somewhere to be dressed up? He says, well, I mean, who are you dressing up for? He says, me? Because I could care less if you're in a costume. I'm like, I don't dress up for you. I said, what if I want to do a Halloween live chat? Then I want to be dressed up. What if we get a trick-or-treater this year? You know, we had one the first year we moved here 7 years ago. We haven't had one since, but because we live on a really, really steep hill, I was like, I could probably coerce the neighbors. They got 2 kids. They could probably come over and like, you know, like totally score in candy. Because I always buy a lot of candy because I'm like, there's going to be one kid that comes to our door and they are going to score. I'm going to be like, open up that pillowcase. Just you want Twix bars? You want Reese's Pieces? Boom. That kid's gonna score. Like I buy candy every year, you know. Uh, let's see. Emily said the tarot workout was so fun the other day. So yeah, you know, if you guys dig it, I'll try to do one like once or twice a month for you guys. And Sarah said, yes, costumes. She's dressing up as well. Ayana said Halloween is on Saturday. So live chat costume, exactly. Maze said, yes, caught you live from the UK. Excellent. Yes, a Halloween live would be an excellent idea. Emily said, I was thinking really easy this year, and Casey Becker, Drew Barrymore Scream. Oh, has got to be pretty straightforward and comfy. Yes. Shadowlander says, I have a pack of 4 cat mussel face masks on the way from Amazon. Ooh. Okay, so this year, okay, because I have my bin of costumes underneath the house. And then, of course, my boyfriend was making fun of me. He's like, why do you have a bin of costumes? You have like a whole closet. I'm like, my closet is not full of costumes. He's like, everything you wear every day is a costume. He's like, he says, you're like, oh, I'm dressing fashionable. He's like, no, you look like you fell through a clothes rack. I'm like, rude. So he's just jealous because I have a really awesome closet. But yes, so yes, I was looking at the costume bin underneath my house. Hey, Jonathan. And of course, maybe I was looking at what I had in my closet, and maybe I found a costume or so in my closet. But I am going to be a vampire this year. I haven't been a vampire in a long time. You know, I've been Lara Croft. I've been Lara Croft like a lot. I've been a witch a lot. Hashtag not really a costume. Let's see. I've been Batgirl. I've been Nefertiti. I've been a zombie Catholic schoolgirl. I've been a unicorn and a sloth. Okay, so let's see what you guys got. Ayana said a costume of bins underneath the house sounds creepy in and of itself. Oh, hey, look, there's the lookster. Yes, so I mean, well, I guess it's kind of creepy under the house. You can't stand up because it is it's a crawl space, but we have a really steep hill, so all the houses are kind of built up. So our crawl space is actually like a pretty good sized space under the house. Of course, it's all dirt and everything and rocks, but you have to kind of like hunch over. You can't really stand up because it's not that tall of a crawl space, but it's not really a crawl space. Loki, what are you doing? Crazy Panther. Aries, I do personal readings. Exactly. I do them on my website, kittensweightsandtarot.com, if you want to go check that out. I have a lot of different types of readings as well, not just card readings, but I have like seashell readings. I have a lot of stuff if you want to go check it out. So yay, yes, vampire. Maz says, I'd love to be Maleficent. Ooh, that would be a good costume. Emily's been a black cat a lot. And I could start a theater troupe. Yes, the dude doesn't know it yet. Wait, go back to school, girl. I need more. Toad's not creepy. Shadowlander is dressing as a cat witch. Oh, that's right. You had your little artsy project where you got to put a cat ears on a witch's hat, which I thought was so cool. Jonathan's still thinking about what he shall be for Halloween. Maz says, at least you have room for your costumes somewhere. I just live out of my drawers. But not the underwear. Yes, your drawers, but not your underwear version. Shadowlander said, gonna try to celebrate Samhain for at least 3 days. I basically celebrate like for a month and a half. But I mean like actual full-on celebration. Yes, it's like the day before, the day of, and then I always celebrate Dia de los Muertos, you know, and Dia de los Niños, and then, you know, of course, Muertos like everybody, and Santos, and yeah. It was going on into like November 1st, 2nd, possibly 3rd. So yeah. But yeah, I was like, I haven't been a vampire in a while. I did find my old vampire teeth, but that's when I lived in the dorms. So those teeth are going on 19 years old. I don't know if I want to actually stick those back in my mouth because they're 19 years old. So I went and bought another pair. They're on Amazon. They're coming to me. I bought some new fake blood because again, the old fake blood I have is like 19 years old. I'm pretty sure it's actually coagulated now. So I bought some more fake blood. Let's see. Oh, I bought some press-on black nails, like long pointy black nails. I thought that'd be cool. I'm all out of goth makeup. You know, I don't have any more goth makeup, you know. So I had to go buy some more of like my goth powder and stuff like that. So I could be a little gothy vampire. And I used to have a nose ring. I like still have an indentation where I used to have my nose ring. But I want to bring back the nose ring and I don't want to actually pierce my nose again. So I bought a fake nose ring. I'm gonna bring that back to bring back my gothness and a lip ring, you know, and then, yeah, I'll be like gothy vampire. Oh, and I got this cool like wrist thing that I also bought yesterday too, on sale. But it's got like these long metal claws and it's like on chains and they're like connected to like a Victorian looking bracelet. I just thought that was like so cool. And I have like a really like creepy black little girl gothy dress, kind of Victorian-ish, that I'm gonna wear. I'll just wear plain black high heels, I guess. And yeah, and I have some like John Lennon sunglasses. I don't know, that looks kind of cool, you know, I'll wear that. But yeah, and I'll try to find like whatever cool earrings and stuff I have, but we're going goth vamp. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Oh, let me go back here. Maz says, I'd love to dress my boy, Black Cat, but he flops to the floor with jumpers and forgets how to walk. Aww. Hey, Whispers Healing. Hello, hello. Aries says, okay, my bad. I'm too focused on the YouTubes. MJ, hey, you made it. Yes, I needed new teeth. I don't know if I want to put those old teeth back in my mouth. Ayana said, my oldest is going as Oogie Boogie, and my husband, me, and my youngest are going as Oogie's henchman. Ooh, nice. See, good choice. At least update the stuff that goes in your mouth and skin. Yes. You know, I'm trying not to get like mercury poisoning or, you know, have my teeth fall out. Yes, so I got a new pair of fangs. I actually bought those scarecrow ones. You know, they're a little bit more expensive. But my old ones, those are scarecrow ones as well, but they're old, you know, so yeah, about that. It's like putting a 20-year-old toothbrush in your mouth. Probably don't want to do that. Let's see. Do, do, do. Mm-hmm. Yes, a hip vampire. Emily said, Amy was a fan of What We Do in the Shadows. I haven't seen that show and movie. I haven't seen that. You'll have to tell me about that. Whispers, are you going to a party? No, I'm going to the party of my house. Party for one or two if my boyfriend would so like to join. But but also, I'm probably just going to end up doing the live chat that day. So I'm going to get all dolled up for a live chat. So Surian is looking forward to the costume. I'm looking forward to it too, because I never really fully know what I'm going to look like when I'm all done up. Going as Lolita vampire. Last year I was like Señorita Muerta, you know, Muertita. But yeah, I was all done up like Dia de los Muertos. I had the, you know, skull face paint. I had my skeleton outfit. I was like, did my pick a card reading. So that was really fun last year. But I was like, I don't want to do that 2 years in a row. Not that anybody ever remembers like what you dressed up as the year before. Oh, Lady Night, hey, happy Saturday. And Jillifer, hey, this is Saturday Fair. And Katie, yay. Oh, you're doing a lot of paperwork today? Well, listen in to the goofiness. That is what we are here for. Jonathan, listening with one ear. I'm trying to put together my Google Classroom. Oh, that's right, you guys. Jonathan is still working on his course. A few of the other teachers still working on their courses, but they are close to completion. So I'd say another like week and a half, we could open our doors. I already made the intro video for Leon Mystery School. It's up on the website, but I won't post it live on YouTube until like we're officially ready to open our doors. Then you guys get to see like my awesome intro video. I'm like really proud of it. Let's see. It's about vampires, but it's a comedy. It's like a spoof documentary about how vampires live. I'd want to watch that. Maz says that sounds good. Looks like we will be having a party on a live chat with you. Most, I think, won't be doing Halloween as such this year. Yeah. Emily, I do. They're all under the house. Like actual photographs. Those are under the house, but the rest are like on my computer of like old costumes and stuff like that. Ayana says we'll be somewhere between the zoo and our science museum when we go live on Halloween. We will have to stop in and say hi for sure and check out the costume. Yes. Katie says I have a little black cat. She will wear either a little tuxedo outfit or a pumpkin tutu for about 30 seconds of joy. Yes, I cannot put costumes on the boys. They would probably murder me in my sleep after murdering the costume. See, so some little TikTok tween threatened to hex me. Oh, beware the TikTok witches. Oh my goodness, nice. Wow. Susie's like, yeah, she scared you not. You're like, no, don't TikTok hex me. So just realized I commented the same thing twice about different stuff. Sometimes our comments overlap because our thoughts overlap. Grown oil is like the nerve. Have you guys done that thing on, I don't know if you guys have, some of you guys don't have Facebook, but those of you that do, there's been this like thing going around on Facebook where it has a picture of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. And, and it says, I put a spell on you, and now I will, and then you're supposed to fill it in with like autofill. I don't know if you guys have done that, but it's actually pretty freaking hilarious. I think mine was, and now I will watch you stand with my dad in the bedroom. I'm like, oh my goodness. Let's see, what day is Halloween this year? Halloween Whispers is on Saturday. So that is like the best day to have Halloween. Cannot believe the TikTok hex thing. That's awful. Yeah. And I use awesome for both good stuff and bad stuff. My husband often has to ask me if I like it or don't. That's like, you know, sometimes back in, do you guys remember back in the 90s when things were so ill? I'd be, oh, that is the illest. And people are like, illest as in bad or illest as in good? Or that's sick. Sick as in good or sick as in bad? Oh my goodness. I asked her, was she in the group of idiots that tried to hex the moon and Faye? And then crickets. Yes, Katie, we have a full moon on Halloween. So it is blue moon because we had a full moon on the 1st of October. And then we also had a new moon here in October. So that's basically like 3 moons. So we are having like a super duper October. So that's freaking awesome sauce. Whispers next Saturday, not next Saturday. How many Saturdays from now is Halloween? Is it 3 Saturdays from now? I can't remember. Oh, Aries, I'm glad you like the tarot reviews. Hey, Sherry Bug. Katie's like totally tubular. Leeson said, I want to celebrate Samhain this year, but I still do not know exactly what to do, what kind of ritual, etc. But I'm looking forward to this special time. I think it's just kind of like, me, I'm very intuitive with what I do. So I don't ever have a specific thing. I just kind of like do something. And sometimes it's not like a formal ritual per se, but you know, I might just sit in meditation. I might sketch something. I might play some music. You know, it's, I don't know, it's different for everybody. All right, Jonathan said, got the classroom set up. Now I have to get my content finished to load into the classroom. And he loves the image that he used for the banner. I will have to check it out. Oh, you have to give me your class code so I can go check it out. I'll give you guys my class code. That way you guys can see like everything that I did too. Syrian said, anything special with a blue moon? A blue moon just means 2 full moons, which is, you know, pretty cool for a month. It's you know, if you think of like the energy of a full moon, it's like, you know, the moon has reached its peak fullness. There's like tons of energy. I have a hard time sleeping actually during a full moon. And then it's this huge like release afterwards. And then to have that twice in a month, that is some huge, I'm going to make up a word, purgation. Not a word, but it's my word now. Just call me the Shakespeare of YouTube. Okay, let's see. Emily said, yes, feel into the atmosphere, sit under the full moon or do a tarot spread, connect with ancestors for sure. Jonathan said, with it being Halloween, blue moon, I'm going to be putting out my crystals and making some moon water. Oh, moon water is definitely something I want to do this year too. Again. Whisper said, yeah, I thought so because Halloween is around my birthday and it's usually in November. Oh. Aries said, Mercury retrograde is in session for me. Ooh. Sherry Bug said, my fave ritual for Samhain is to write down everything I release and forgive from the year and then burn it. That is perfect. I always burn something. I mean, I'm like not trying to like burn stuff, but like, you know, like papers and stuff. I'm not trying to light the house on fire. See, MJ, I just got a Hermes statue. Gonna do some light reading on him. Ooh, excellent. I love how the English teacher is always making up her own words. So that's what I tell the students. I was like, you know, you totally can't make up words yet, because you are not a master. Wait till you are a master, then you can make up your words. But for right now, I'm going to mark you off for grammar. Oh, let's see. Susie, I think it has been 19 years for October. It is confusing. Oh, and a year ahead spread. Oh, that's always perfect for Halloween as well. Green Owl said, my Walmart has chicken feet for sale today. They never have them. You know, where I grew up, we always had pig snout, chicken feet, cow tongue, goat head, and brain. But I grew up in a different part of town. So our grocery store looked a little bit different than anybody else's grocery store. I was like so surprised when I moved out of my town and I was like up at school in Long Beach and I was like, where's the chicken feet? Like what, they don't have cow tongue here? Like, what kind of grocery store is this? Oh my goodness. Surian loves making up words. Excellent. Katie says, I've been so wanting to channel the two deities I've been talking aloud with. I get impatient. I don't hear anything back. So sound might be a good time. Yeah, definitely. We are going to do a dumb supper this year for the first time. Ooh, that's cool. You know, I do that at least a few times a year. Oh, we have tea, but we also have fire hydrant. You know, people got to stay hydrated over here. Emily said, I love that you think you get artistic license to make up words. Of course. Yes, Green Owl said, lengua is the best. Jonathan said, sounds like a Mexican grocery store. Well, it was a like a chain grocery store, but yes, I grew up where we're mostly Mexican, so like 10 minutes from the border. So so yes, I grew up in a very like Mexican neighborhood, but it was like, you know, well, it used to be Alpha Beta, and then it was Lucky's, and then it went to Albertsons, I think. No, it was Food Basket, then Alpha Beta, then Lucky's, then it turned into an Albertsons. And I think when it went to Albertsons, they took out all the all people's staples for their dinners. Okay, let's see. Sherry Bug, we have a testicle festival. Oh, testicle festival. That's awesome. Sarah said, you have exotic taste. You will love dim sum. I love dim sum, actually. I eat a lot of really different things. Hey, William, happy Saturday. Aries said, cardinal moon is very hard for me. It knocked me out. You know, something about this moon right now, like the phase that we're in right now, I had a lot of trouble sleeping last night. I kept waking up and I had some trippy dreams, actually. Yes, gotta stay hydrated. Aries saying hello to everyone. Hello, hello. Jonathan grew up in Santa Cruz County and went to school in Watsonville. There are all the Latinos lived, or where all the Latinos lived. I know those stores well. I love their version of pastries. Oh, pan dulce, yes. I grew up on pan dulce. Like, I'm like, just give me that. Oh, and you ever get the pig pan dulce? It's the best. Sherry Bug's like, oh yes, fried mountain oysters. Those Rocky Mountain oysters. Stay away from the Rocky Mountain oysters. Jennifer said, for my first sound, I'm going to create an ancestor altar and burn a candle for creativity and psychic abilities. For Halloween, I'm doing a murder mystery dinner with my family. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, so Ayana, if you want to let Lisa know what a dumb supper is, because she said they don't have that there in Deutschland. Oh my gosh, the t-shirt says, y'all have a ball. That is awesome. I need to see a picture of that. Seems like Mexican pastries are the bomb. They are the bomb. Nice. Okay, so I have a book to share with you guys. It's a tarot book. So you guys grab your decks. We're going to do a little interaction now. You're like, grab your deck. It's like right here. So yes, grab your decks, grab your decks. I will give you guys a moment to figure out which deck you want to use. But yes, we're going to be doing some spreads. So Ayana is letting everybody know, dump supper is basically a leaving a space or plate for your ancestors. Usually the plate is made up of things that those that have passed on enjoyed. For my grandma, we were doing mashed potatoes. Yes. So, and you know, I was talking about like, you know, that we do a dumb supper a few times a year, not just on Samhain, but I usually do it on like the people that was really close to, like on their birthdays. You know, I'll actually have like a little special birthday dinner and I leave a place for them on the table. And of course it would be their favorite food. So that's something that I do, you know, every once in a while. And then on Samhain, of course, like my whole altar is basically food and pictures and just like a whole like little celebration there. All right, Sharebug has the Tarot de la Nuit. Tarot de la Nuit has a hot dude in there. Ayana said, some people have a silent dinner or some people talk about memories of those that have passed. See, I talk about just memories. I know there are some people that are, you know, absolutely silent during that time. Okay, so you guys have a deck. I have a few decks here, but I'm gonna just use the one that's in here. All right, so Emily has the Bohemian Gothic. Sarian has the Playful Tarot. Good. Yep, any deck is fine, any deck. It could even be an Oracle deck. It doesn't have to be a tarot deck. It could even be a Kipper deck or whatever, deck of cards. All right, Susie's sticking to that RWS. Ayana's off to go get her deck. Jill Frey has a mini Charlie Brown playing card deck. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Lady Knight has the Haunted House Tarot, or Tarot of the Haunted House. Okay, I have a Trick or Treat Tarot, but that's not the one I'm going to use. And I have a new one called the Deck of Queens, but because there's a whole lot of nudity in this deck, I can't really like show it right now. But I'm going to use the one that's in here, which is the Wizards Tarot. Okay. And my bag is caught on my ring. Okay, so yes, I have my deck here, and let's grab that book. All right, we have the Hush Tarot, we have the Everyday Tarot, we have the Toth Tarot. Excellent. All right, Jonathan's got the Crow Tarot, Halloween Tarot. Okay, so the book I have here is called Tarot and Oracle 365-Day Challenge for Busy Souls, and this is from my friend Wasima, and she sent this to me for review. I've already blasted through it, and I've done many of the spreads that are in here, and many of them I recognize because I'm in her group, Study the Tarot in 21 Days, and I've taught a couple of the classes, you know, through Wasima, and so some of those questions I recognize because they're my questions, you know, and so they're bits and bobs of like pieces of questions from the people who've taught those courses, all compiled in here. Of course, the majority of them being like Wasima, and like overall they were her courses. So, so yeah, it's all different themes. But yeah, I'm gonna pick a theme for us, and then we're gonna pull a few cards. So let's see, what else do you guys have? Cat Tarot, Tarot Noir, and okay, excellent. So let me go back to the table of contents, because the table of contents is actually at the back of the book. Let's see, what one do I want to do with you guys? I don't know, there's like so many good ones. I had a few in my brain. I'm trying to make it decide which one I want to actually do with you. Aha, I got it. Okay, we are going to be doing, it says 7 days with the tower. Basically, we're just going to be pulling, doing a spread with the tower. Let's have fun with the tower. I mean, because we had the tower during our tarot workout, but we all know that the tower is wee. Those of you that were there. So Sherry Bug said, love all these amazing fall decks people have out. CCAT has the bonfire. Jonathan just had a Kickstarter show up the tarot coins. Yay! Lady Knight loves the tower. Yes, Sherry Bug's like, wee! So we're going to be diving into the tower. So, okay, page 104. Okay, here we go. We're diving right into the questions. So it's set up into days because this, in essence, the book is supposed to be for busy souls, like people who only have time to pull like a card. But we're going to pull them all together as if they were one giant spread because we have the time now. Jonathan says, I'll have to make an unboxing video when we're done here. Yes, definitely. I want to see. Okay, so first question. You guys all have your decks. I have my deck here. First question, you guys. Says, appearance of the Tower card. Why does the Tower bring so much fear? For example, because we hate change, but why do we hate change? You know, things like that. So, okay, so go ahead and pull a card. You can also pull multiple cards if you wish. I mean, you know, you do you. But why does the Tower bring so much fear? Let's take a look-ski. Why does the Tower bring so much fear? I'm just going to pull one card. Ooh, Sherry Bug got death. Dude, that is so appropriate, though. Like, how much more appropriate could you get for, like, an answer to that? Justice reversed, Two of Cups, Eight of Wands. Okay, what did I get? Ooh, I have the Chariot. Oh, Renee also got the Chariot. Empress, Ace of Swords, Four of Cups. Interesting. Five of Pentacles, the Wheel. Somebody else got a Chariot. Nice. There's a few Chariots. Okay, so putting it back together with the question, why does the Tower bring so much fear? For me, the way I see this, this is the Wizard's Tarot. Jillifer also got the King of Cups. I see it as, okay, so these dudes here aren't harnessed, and usually you always see one going one direction, one going the other direction. Susie said, left out in the cold. Ooh. Six of Swords. And so for me, the reason I feel like there's so much fear around the Tower is because it's a total absence of control, you know, and one thing we like to do as human beings is to be able to control our environment, you know, and control the things in it. Because it's a very scary thing to feel out of control, powerless, you know, to something, you know, to just kind of be floating around and having things just kind of like happen to you is a pretty scary thing. And so I think when people see that Tower card, it's that all of a sudden there's something that I do not have control over that will be happening, you know, and it strikes fear in people that, you know, that there could be something that occurs that I physically do not have command over, you know. So interesting. What else did you guys get? Like interpretations. Let's see. Green Allison, numerologically interesting day today. Oh, 1010 is 20, which is 2. Very, very cool. I actually hadn't thought of that. Oh, which also 2020, and it leads up to 20. 2, 4, 6. Wait, yeah. Oh, interesting, Green Owl. Now you got my little numerological brain going. Let's see. Jonathan said, Eight of Wands. Things happen so fast, it's hard to process before the next thing happens. Emily said, for justice reversed, fear of karmic retribution, fear that the Tower is a result of something we did to ourselves. And Jill, for a King of Cups, I think it means that I'm afraid of expressing my inner emotions on the outside. And Aries is wondering, didn't Windsor Castle burn down in 1992? I would have been 11, but I don't remember. Maybe. Whisper said 4 of Wands. Sherrybug said the fear of sudden ending of something, fear of change. Yep, with that death card. Aries said that is a tower. That is like an actual literal tower moment. Yes. Sherrybug said Terra de la Nuit is calling me out. So is the Wizard's Tarot is calling me out. Let's see. The Empress, when things come down, having a hard time with self-care and nurturing myself at the same time when it is most important. And the Four of Cups with the Tower situation, I will lose the time to reflect what to do. There we go. Blah is asking, what are we doing? So we're just pulling cards for, there's this book that I was gifted for review, actually by my friend. And so we're diving into the Tower. So there's a bunch of questions for that. So we're all just sharing our answers from the cards that we pull for each specific question. And so right now we're diving into that Tower. Okay, let's see, Lady Knight. I got the Wheel. So expansion, going in a new direction is scary. Just have to lean into the excitement. There we go. Ace of Swords, cheers for cutting through a bunch of crap of a dark cloud. That's what I got. Oh, speaking of Ace of Swords, that's actually what I got for my card of the day. So that's actually a really cool interpretation. All right, let's move on to the next question. It says, remember, Tower, love at first sight. Yes. Jonathan, do we shuffle the card back? Yes, please put the card back into the deck. We'll instead of pulling them out like we would normally for a spread, I want all 78 cards back in the deck for each question. Okay, so second question. Okay, remember an event in your life where you were the lightning and you destroyed the Tower. It can be when you broke up with a lover or when you quit a job, for example. With the title of this event in your mind, shuffle your deck and pick a card or more for these questions. So we're gonna pull actually three cards. Okay, so this is when you guys were that lightning bolt and you basically created a Tower moment for something else or for someone else. And so you might want to think on that event. So if you want to actually take a moment to think of that, so I'm going to take a moment right now. Because I mean, well, I've broken up with a lot of people. So maybe I hadn't really thought of that. Like, could I have been like created somebody's Tower moment because I dumped them? That's interesting. Let's see. Okay, Jonathan is shuffling. Diane, hey! Diane finally found us. Okay, Serena's writing this down. Butterfly said, Wheel, Death, and 10 of Cups. Jillifer, 9 of Wands, 5 of Pens popped out before I even finished. Sherrybug's like, I am my own lightning. Okay, so here's the questions. What was the trigger, the thing that transformed you into the lightning bolt? What did you lose and what did you gain? Okay, so this is when you guys were the lightning bolt and you created that Tower moment. So what was the trigger, the thing that transformed you into that lightning bolt? What did you lose and what did you gain? Jonathan immediately thought of the time when my written complaint was used to kick someone out of massage school. Oh, let's see. Susie got the 4 of Cups, the Fool, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, let me pull my card. So what was the event that caused me to be the lightning bolt? I'm thinking of my first serious boyfriend. I don't actually, sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, I could have been a better girlfriend to that guy. I mean, we wouldn't have worked out, which is why I dumped him. But I mean, like, but he was actually a really nice guy. I don't think I was, I didn't have my head on straight back when I was like 19 and 20, I still had a lot of growing up to do. Renee got the Queen of Pens, King of Wands, and Death. And Maha, what's up? Hey girl, long time no see. Diane said, was I the only one that had this happen? Normally I have the bell on and I forget and I get a notification, but not today. Interesting. CCAT got the page of coins, 6 of wands and 9 of coins. Sherry Bug says, thinking about when I walked away from nursing, Justice, Chariot, Page of Swords. Maha's like, ah! Let's see, Lady Knight said, Queen of Swords, Tower, 7 of Cups. I broke my first love's heart by making a decision that didn't include him in it. See, Jonathan, 6 of Coins, 5 of Cups, the Fool. Diane was ready with coffee since 10 a.m. Let's see, William, 10 of Wands, Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands. Susie said, I don't think I appreciated my ex. Very immature of me. Me too. Let's see, Emily, Ace and Queen of Swords. The idea and my own desires manifested the wrong way, and what I got literally hurt and learned the lesson the hard way. That actually is very poetic sounding. I like that. Ayana said 2 of Pumpkins, 8 of Ghosts, and the Knight of Pumpkins. I love that deck so much, Ayana. All right, Jillifer said 3 of Hearts popped out, also popped out, and I know exactly what that means. I had to leave my ex-best friend because she was homophobic. Blah said, when I took my uni to court, Page of Swords, 10 of Pence, and 2 of Pence. Oh, Jonathan was wondering what the questions were again. So it was, what was the trigger, the thing that transformed you into the lightning bolt? What did you lose and what did you gain? So, yes, I know I broke that guy's heart, and he was a nice guy. Like, we weren't meant for each other, you know, because we were going 2 different directions, you know, but he was like my first serious boyfriend, my first serious love. Yeah, when I dumped him, I knew I broke his heart. And that, like, even now, I'm like 39 years old and we broke up a long time ago. Like a long time ago, like probably 15 or more years ago. And I still feel bad about it. Like, I'm like, did I have to, like, maybe I could have been a little nicer in the breakup, you know, because he was a nice guy. Jillifer said, I lost courage and gained mental isolation. So sad. Oh, Aries, Ace of Swords in the reverse. I give and change my view that has been happening around me. Ooh. Okay, catalyst. What did I lose? And what did I gain? Boom. Okay, let's see. I lost what was the catalyst? The freaking relationship was the catalyst. Aw, thank you, Serene. Yeah, the relationship itself was the catalyst. It was just, it just wasn't going anywhere. It was all kinds of wrong. He wanted a 1950s type of, you know, life. You know, he wanted to be the guy that goes off to work and, you know, makes the dough, makes the cash. You know, he wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom, raise his kids, and, you know, he didn't want me going to school really because he didn't really see girls needing an education, you know, and I'm a very independent person and I don't like relying on anyone. And it's like hard for me to ask for help from anyone because I'm voraciously independent. And so it was just like, you know, he was a super nice guy, but like we just had 2 different points of view of like the way I saw my life going, the way he saw life going. So it was like basically the catalyst was the relationship itself. It was all wrong, you know? Okay, so let me see what else you guys are saying. Ayana got the 2 of Pumpkins, the trigger, needing balance, needing harmony. 8 of Ghosts, lost friends that I had made, money, lots of money. Knight of Pumpkins, my husband, freedom. Lady Knight, during this pandemic, I reconnected with my first love and I will see him again next summer. Oh, that 2020 vision. Oh my goodness. It's been 20 years. Oh my God, all these 20s. Aries, it's a dark period of depression. Let's see, Jonathan said that totally fits. I wrote the complaint as a favor for a friend. I never had the same friendship with that friend and learned to walk in the world as myself. William got the Hierophant. Soren said that is deep. I'm really enjoying this interactive reading with you all. Yes, definitely. So what did I lose? What did I lose? basically, gosh, we were together for like 2.5 years, 3 years, maybe more. I don't remember now. It's been like a long time. But all the like work I put into the relationship, that was lost. Like all of that time. These are amazing questions, yes. So like I said, they come from Wasima, from her group Study a Tarot Deck in 21 Days. Okay, but what did I gain? The Ten of Wands, I see this more as if it were in a reversed position. So what I gained was basically, it was like I was free, like that monkey on the back that, you know, we have sometimes when it's like I'm just carrying this stuff around because he's a nice guy, and because it's like I don't want to hurt his feelings. I'm just staying in this relationship longer than I should. However, but by doing so, it made the breakup that much more difficult because we had been together so long and because we'd put so much into it, you know, that it made the sting a little more stingy. But at least, you know, he was actually, you know, free then to find a person that, you know, shared his same vision. And now I was free then to find somebody, you know, who, you know, was walking in the same line as me, you know. So that's very interesting. I dig this. Okay, so remember, put your cards back into the deck. You want to be working with a full deck with each of these sections here. Let's see. Ayana said, my situation was choosing to get out of a long, abusive relationship. I'm glad you're not in that anymore. Diane said, oh God, I agree with you. I'm very independent. I don't like to be put limits or be limited, no matter how nice they are. Maybe if they're super rich and give me all kinds of credit cards and joking. Yeah, this is an awesome book, and I think you can get it on the Amazons or Wasima's website, but I think you get it on Amazon. Hey, Ashani, it said Hanged Man, 6 of Wands, and 3 of Swords. Some of us naturally don't work with a full deck. Nice, Sherry Bug. Oh, all right, Lizen. Well, we will catch you next week then. Oh, you guys are far ahead in your time schedule, so I hope you have a lovely evening. Jillifer said, wait, what was the question? Oh, so the question again, it was, you know, what, the first one was, what caused you to be the lightning bolt? What did you lose and what did you gain? So there we go. Okay, so I have all of my cards back in my deck. Moving on to the next section. This is good. So there are 7 sections to this. We're on section 3. Okay, some books refer to the tower as the ego that is destroyed to let more light in. Explore these questions with your cards. But what is the ego? What needs to be destroyed in my life and why? Okay, so what is ego? What needs to be destroyed in your life and why? Okay, so let's do that. Okay, what is ego? What is the ego? I'm gonna get a deeper shuffle on this. Okay, there we go. Oops. Okay, what is the ego? And so what's the ego? What needs to be destroyed in my life and why? Ooh, and why? Ooh, okay. Oh. Alrighty then. Yeah, so it's 3 cards. So what is the ego? What needs to be destroyed in my life and why? All right, William has to go. Yes, we will send some healing your way, of course. Butterfly got Strength, Page of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. I got the Ace of Wands. I got the Fool card. And I got the 8 of Pentacles again. Emily has 4. Oh, you had 4 cards jump. Ooh, interesting. Susie, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and then the 5 of Wands. Okay, so what is the ego? Okay, the way I'm seeing this with the Ace of Wands, the ego is the driving force behind many of the things that we do. The way we interact with others, the way we decide our life's goals, the way we decide the things that we want out of life. The ego many times is that catalyst, that driving force. So what needs to be destroyed is, okay, so I'm getting upright and reversed for the Fool, which is interesting. Like I'm getting both meanings. It's so weird. Let's see. Ashani got 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 4 of Wands, Green Owl. Oh, 555, Pence, Swords, and Wands. Ooh. Jillifer said the ego is the king of Swords. What needs to be destroyed? King of Wands. Why? The Fool. Butterfly, thinking I can do everything for myself, thinking I have control, and knowing that I don't have to go it alone. How strange. The World, the Lovers, and the 3 of Wands. 8 of Cups, 6 of Wands, the High Priestess. 8 of Wands, Page of Swords, King of Swords. What does that mean? It's up to you. It's your gut intuition. You know, as you pull these cards, you don't have to go with the book definition. It's like when you look at that card, what immediately is springing to mind when you're looking at the picture and what's going on in the picture. I'm all about you guys trusting your own gut. Sherry Bug said Page of Swords again. 7 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. See, this is why I like putting the cards back in, because if you have the same card that maybe keeps repeating, that might be a theme, you know, since we're all like the whole thing is about the Tower, you know, that could be like a reoccurring theme, you know, that's happening here. Lady Knight said ego, 2 of Cups has to go. Why? The Empress. These cards make no sense to me in this context. Interesting. So this is like, it's like the thing that has to do with our ego seems to be the most baffling. I think because it's hard for us to separate our egos from, from the id and the superego, if you want to talk psychology. Ayana said, the World, 4 Bats, Queen of Pumpkins, and the Chariot. Susie said, I thought I had the perfect family. Again, did not appreciate it, so finally nobody won. A lot of sadness, but thankfully on the mend. That's good. Oh, Maha, no worries. Emily said, King of Wands, reversed. I'm a Leo sun. When needs to be destroyed, 10 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. Why? The Magician. I think the ego is the fear of stepping into belief of being powerful. Ooh, fear of being seen as egotistical. Ego, Emperor, controlling everything, destroyed. 6 of Wands, winning after a battle. Why? World, to become a whole person, so I need to stop controlling things. Aries, 9 of Pentacles, Lovers in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. Emily, I need to let go of feeling burdened and a lack of mindset to fully manifest. Dude, we are going deep, you guys. So what needs to be destroyed, like I said, for myself, you know, I see this Fool in both its upright and reversed position in its meaning. So first things first, the thing that needs to be destroyed is the inability to let myself just, you know, I am a big kid, but it's like, you know, sometimes I adult so much that I don't let that big kid just, you know, roam free and, you know, and be willing to make mistakes again, kind of like when I was a teenager and a little kid, and allow myself to learn from those mistakes so I can continue growing as an adult. But sometimes adulting keeps me back from fully growing as an adult. It's kind of contradictory. But I also said that I saw in the reverse position as well that what needs to be destroyed is sometimes while I'm adulting, I can be quite naive though sometimes as well. And so sometimes that causes the things that I do that I think are the most mature decisions are actually the most naive decisions, not helping anybody. Let's see, ego is the opposite, the Fool, astrology. Oh, astrologically, oh my God, that is so cool. Leo versus Aquarius. Angelifer, ego is misuse of my words, power over myself. What needs to be destroyed is the high standards of my body and work. And why is because I need to let myself find myself. Yes. Okay, so the why is the 8 of Pentacles here. You know, and actually I should probably have read those together. But yeah, the ego is, you know, the way I see it is the driving force behind the things that I want out of life, and what I think is most meaningful and purposeful. But what needs to be destroyed is some naivete that happens to come with my adulting, but also my lack of fool in my life has me missing out on the opportunities to make mistakes so that I can continue growing as an adult. And the why is, again, that growing, that working, you know, that just because you're an adult doesn't mean that, you know, the graph has flatlined. You know, we're constantly in this upward motion. I mean, it's not a spike that goes up. You know, sometimes we dip down and we kind of do this, but we're, you know, pretty much in an upward motion on that graph. And so it's, yeah, it's just, you're moving in the right direction, but it's like, you know, sometimes you need a little bit more fool and sometimes you need a little bit less. Yeah, these are deep readings for sure. Ayana said, gain my connection with nature and spirituality. Aries said, the desire of money too much. Hey, T-Cat, hello, hello. Oh, the book this comes from is Tarot and Oracle 365-Day Challenge for Busy Souls by Wasima Toria. So, there we go. Grown Oilus, it's Sliding Scale of the Fool. Yes. Yeah, definitely go check it out. I know, I love reading with you guys as a group because we all, you know, it's not just like yourself pulling cards for yourself. You know, when you're pulling it with other people and they get different cards, and we all have different varied interpretations because we're all different readers, right? And we have different backgrounds and we see things differently. So it's always awesome to hear, you know, how you guys interpret the cards that you have, because we're not always, that's why I'm always hesitant to like read somebody else's cards that they've pulled for themselves, because I'm like, well, you pulled that for yourself. You know, I want you to try to interpret that, you know, just because, you know, I like, I like us to rely upon our own background knowledge, you know, that we've had as human beings. Sherry Bug said, so I think my ego is that I basically need to not let my idealism control my life, destroy the fear that keeps me from pushing on to my goal, because I need to be able to make the tough choices. Essence got 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups, reversed, Ace of Wands. My memories that need to be destroyed, being stuck in the past, why it doesn't motivate me to move forward. Oh, Lady Knight, thank you. So that is the Amazon link if you guys are interested in the book. Okay, so I'm gonna put these cards back in the deck. And let's go on to the 4th section, 4 out of 7. Okay, 4th section. I have always thought about the name of this card, why it isn't called destruction like judgment or strength. Why did we choose to put the focus on the Tower? We want to put the focus on the Tower. I hear the card saying, watch what is happening. Do you hear people screaming? Do you see and feel the fire? Surrender to the destruction. Feel the anxiety, the misery of human will. Learn to be humble. Open your eyes to the cosmic events, to external influences. You forgot that you are part of the whole, so bring you again to the chaos, from where you can reconnect with the whole. Very poetic there from Wasima. Okay, so we have 4 questions. Are you close to external factors in your life? Politics, what happens elsewhere? Like the other things, like the outwards, like, well, here in America, we have an election coming up in early November. So are you close to these external factors in your life? You know, could be political, could be stuff that's going on in your country, stuff like that. Hey, Silver Star, hello, hello. Lady Knight, or Jillifer said, I'm using this deck for the first time and it's so good. It gives me such loving and gentle answers. Yes. I totally understand. Okay, so are you close to external factors going on in your life right now? You know, such as, I think there's a lot going on in no matter what country you're in right now. So are you close to that stuff? How do you deal with change in your life? Imagine that a natural disaster touches your country. How can you react? How can you survive is the fourth question. Okay, so the first one is, are you close to some external factors happening in your life right now? And you could probably pull more cards for more explanation. So yes, so that's card one. Card two, how do you deal with change in your life? Imagine that a natural disaster touches your country. How do you react? And four, how can you survive? This is the Emperor for real. Yes. Okay. So am I close to, and this is interesting if you pull that card, am I close to the external factors? Because sometimes people are like, oh, I don't follow politics, or I don't watch the news, or so we like to think, like, some people, I don't want to say everybody, some people like to think that they are disconnected from what's going on in their external world simply because they don't listen to what's going on. But that's a good question to ask yourself, and actually I'm curious because, I know what's going on in the news. I just don't physically sit in front of the television and watch the news. But am I close to the external factors happening in America right now? Am I close to the external factors happening in America right now? Okay, so that's question one. Question two was, how do I deal with change in my life? That'll be interesting. How do I deal with change in my life? I know I don't like change. Imagine that a natural disaster touches your country. How can I react, or how do I react? How do I react if there was a natural disaster here? And then the last question, how do I survive? Dude, that would be like, well, I live in earthquake city, so like, what if we had like a massive earthquake? How would I survive? Okay, I have 4 cards. This one's an interesting one. It's kind of like all over here. But let me go back. I'll go through them one by one again, so you guys can get that. So closeness to external factors, 8 of Cups, dealing with change, 3 of Cups, natural disaster, 7 of Wands, how to survive, Ace of Swords. The Emperor, the Chariot, Ace of Cups, and the Star. 9 of Pentacles, the Empress, the 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. Aries is like, don't really care, I guess. Sherry Bug, 6 of Cups, Magician, Page of Wands, and the King of Swords. Lady Knight got the Knight of Wands, the Wheel, the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. I'm close to politics. I adapt and look closely. I can make a disaster work by give and take attitude. Nice. I love your the glass is half full. It seems to be coming through in a lot of your answers. Sarian said the Fool, 3 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Shani, the Fool, Queen of Swords, King of Swords in reverse, and the 8 of Wands. She's like, Okay, so question 1 again was, am I close to the external factors in my life? Ooh, I got dizzy on that one. I'm gonna have a little bit of tea. Jillifer, disappointed in politics today, but also distant. Jonathan got some very interesting cards. I agree. I got the High Priestess for, am I close to, those external factors, where although I may not be physically planting my body in front of the television and watching the news, or I'm not physically listening to the radio, and yes, I get the sound bites or whatever, in my feed and stuff like that, and I try to stay on top of things without it consuming my whole world. But it says, as distant as I try to make myself sometimes from the chaos that's going on for good reasons, I don't want to be emotionally just destroyed by it, right? It says on a more intuitive level, I'm very close to all of that stuff that's going on, that there is no turning off, my higher self. My higher self is very aware of those external factors. And so, yes, it does affect me, but it's affecting me more on a spiritual level, instead of more of, having that 24-hour news cycle consume my world. It's interesting though. See, Ayana got the 7 of Ghosts, the 3 of Ghosts, the High Priestess, and the Empress. Ooh, High Priestess. Emily, close to the external factor, 10 of Wands. Yes, deal with change, 3 of Pentacles, creativity, resourcefulness, pulling together with community. Yes. How I react to disaster, the Knight of Swords. Lady Knight said, my glass is always half full. There is the kid's story about some bread that keeps getting full again if you don't eat all of it because it has magic coin in it. So I don't take out my coin. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that so much. I'm going to remember that. Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Emily, I have done this in real life. I barrel in quickly. How I survive the Star, Hope. That's nice. I deal with change by either talking to myself, intuition, or other people, and by talking about it, I process it and gain advice. I do the same thing. The book looks like a daily journal. There's lots of kinds of, yes. So it's meant for like, you know, just like a question or two to ask yourself every single day. But we're doing like a whole section. So this would technically be like 7 days worth of work, but I'm putting it more like 7 sections. So we're doing like the whole tower section of 7 parts. Okay, so how do I deal with change in my life? Oh, the tower. So when things change in my life, I tend to be like, what? Why me? My whole world is falling apart. Oh my goodness. A tower in a tower reading. That's so ironic. I feel like I'm close to the external factors, but they give me extreme anxiety. Three of Ghosts. I don't like change, but I've learned to pull in the help from others. We can get through it. Jillifer, I would survive by persevering no matter how much I want to give up. And Sherry Bug, very affected by external factors. I deal with change by knowing I can deal with anything because of my internal magician. I react to disaster without fear and using it as a new start. I survive by kicking butt like the King of Swords. And Emily, the Tower of Towers. Yes, 7 of Swords. I'm more like a possum during a tower event. Green Owl's like, oh my goodness. Okay, so, whoops, just knocking things over. So if a disaster touched my country or happened in my country, how would I react? 4 of Swords. True, that's true. Let me explain how. Let's see, I'm gonna, okay, so Silver Star, we will catch you later. Not feeling good. Will you take care of yourself? We'll definitely send you lots of good juju your way. Ayana said, together, the High Priestess, I feel like I am protected. I'll be okay with natural disaster. The Empress, I will survive by leading, sharing, and helping. So yes, much love to you. So if something happened here, like we had a flood, we had an earthquake, something like that, how I see the 4 of Swords is instead of reacting right away, I'm like, okay, let's take a breather. Let's assess the situation. And then let's act, you know, that if and I think that really is me, because when there really is something serious that happens, because I've had some serious stuff happen in my classroom before, like I had one kid face plant and like have a seizure, and like I went right into like, this is what we're doing now mode, you know, and I become very calm. Like it's so weird, like when things are like freaking exploding and going crazy, like I become the most like coolest mofo like you've ever seen. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna take a second, and this is what we're doing now. And no, I'm like, you are not overreacting right now. This is what you're gonna do right now, and you're gonna calm down, bring it down a notch, and this is what you're gonna do. And that is how I react. It's a major, so destined to happen. Ooh. Sherry Bug, crazy enough, this section of the questions and the cards, I got total sense because of my profession. Green Owl, 4 Swords. Oh, keep calm and carry on. Yes. Jillifer, how I react is justice. Renee, how I react, 6 of Swords. Emily, I wish I became calm. When I was a kid, people used to say that I flap. Like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Says, I get that, Tara. I am the same. Granted, I am freaking out on the inside. Yeah, oh yeah, me too. I'm having a total meltdown on the inside. But on the outside, I'm like, you know what? Like my voice becomes very steady and calm. And I'm just like, okay, this is what we're doing now, you guys. On the inside, I'm going, what the? Oh my God. On the inside, this is what's going on. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So the Knight of Swords, though. Jillifer, I would try to do whatever I can to help others, not focus on my own problems during a natural disaster. Maha's like, I love how you read the cards. And then, okay, so the last question then, how can I survive? 6 of Wands. I'm gonna be like, okay, so we had an earthquake and my house literally just fell into a giant sinkhole. That's unusual. Okay, well, nothing about it I can do about that right now. So this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna celebrate our wins. You know what? Hey, my truck didn't fall into the sinkhole. So what we're gonna do right now is we're all gonna get into the truck and we're gonna get out of Dodge. We're gonna find ourselves a place with shelter. So yay. How I survive? I look on the positive side. Let's celebrate our wins. Oh, the zombie apocalypse has happened? Okay, well, so my dad's become a zombie. That sucks. Okay, but let's look at the positives. I got things to take his head off so that he doesn't eat me or eat my brains or something. We're going to be taking a shovel to my father's head. I'm doing it out of love because you're a zombie, so technically you're already dead. So let's look at our wins. It's funny because I have to be so calm in public in a supermarket when my kids have tantrums, but inside I'm like, Lady Night, when I see the tower, I think of the Van Halen song, Jump. Yeah, jump in, jump. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna think about that now. Actually, when I see the tower, I'm gonna hear that Van Halen song. T-Cat, being a true teacher, we are gonna do the 7 days work on this one, chat. No slacking. Aries, 3 of Pence in reverse. How I survived the 4 of Wands. Let's party. Emily, I love how you sing all that during the natural disasters, the zombie apocalypse. Like, if natural disaster happens, I'm gonna chill with Tara. Hey, I mean, let's look on the bright side, you guys. I'm taking archery, so please let me join you in Team Tara. Hey, I have a well, I haven't used it because it's my dude's, but he's got it's not a bow and arrow, it's a crossbow. He's got a crossbow. So we got that. I wish I developed this attitude. Amazing. Speaking of tower moments, during depression episodes, I retreat to fantasies inside my head and I talk to myself much. But during tower moments, I talk to other people and I actually help myself. That's interesting. And you know, that helps me though too, you know, especially if I'm having like a pretty awful moment. It really does help me to talk to people, you know, even if it's just like I'm not talking about the situation. It helps me just to get sometimes certain emotions out just by talking to people. So I totally understand. I just saw you in scenes of Shaun of the Dead. Oh, I love Shaun of the Dead. Yes. See, the way you get the zombies not to chase you is you pretend you're one of them, just, you know, and then they leave you alone. I'm like, see, I thought of that before. I'm like, why don't you just pretend to be a zombie? Because the zombies are looking for people who don't look like zombies. Emily, I think in a zombie apocalypse you'd survive. Yes. Ready for the zombie apocalypse. Just need a medic. Emily was thinking of The Walking Dead. Oh, my uncle is he's obsessed with The Walking Dead. He's got like all the seasons. Okay, take your cards, put them all back in your deck, you guys. Apparently zombies have a keen sense of smell. Oh, they probably smell the not deadness. In which case, carry a dead rat on you? Oh, but the rat would be a zombie. Oh, let's see. Resident Evil. Oh, you know, I watched that not last weekend. No, I did. I watched Resident Evil, the first one, last weekend. See, zombie apocalypse. Well, luckily the zombies ate the neighbors. I'll celebrate being alive. See, look on the bright side. I've only seen like 3 episodes of The Walking Dead. I've seen a few of them, not in order though. Aries will stock food and water and shut me in. Okay, so our next section, you guys, section 5, we're almost done here. Yesterday we focused on, hold on, my hair is falling down. We're just gonna put it down now. Yesterday we focused on the tower. That was like 5 minutes ago. And we learned the importance of staying open to have the big picture and to surrender in order to get back to the source. One of the external factors in the card is the lightning. So here's your questions. Did you see that the lightning has an arrow at the end? It is destroying the crown. So have you seen, like, have you taken notice? You might want to pull a card on that. So did you see that the lightning has an arrow at the end? So you can even ask yourself, what does that mean to you? So how can you open your crown chakra to receive more light? That's the second question. So there's just 2 of them on that one. So the first one, did you see that the lightning has an arrow at the end of it and that it is destroying the crown? So like, what does that mean to you? And the second question, how can you open your crown chakra to receive more light? So it's kind of like cracking your head open, but in a good way. Okay, so let's pull 2 cards on that. Okay. My hair is so wet right now. We got wet hair. We're just gonna sit here with wet hair. Oh, hold on. Not wet hair on the microphone. Okay. You know, I've actually not seen that it is an arrow at the end of the lightning bolt. So what does that mean to me if it's like striking the crown of the tower? And what can I do to let in more light in my crown chakra? More knowledge, illumination. Okay, so let's see what you guys have. Soren said you guys are an awesome community. So happy to be with y'all. We're happy that you're here. Susie, I know lots of hidey holes. Jennifer, I had a period of time in my life that I had only apocalypse dreams, especially zombie apocalypse. Okay, so that would stress me out after a while, like too many zombie dreams. 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the High Priestess and the 3 of Wands, the Moon and the Tower. Susie's like, get to the ship. Green Owl, 4 of Cups and 2 of Swords. Death and the 3 of Swords. King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, yes, I think I saw it, but so funny, the Knight of Pence in the Bohemian Gothic has lost his head. Nice. The Tower, 4 of Bats, 3 of Swords, Death, pain can be healing and forced me into transformation. What does the arrow mean to you? 2 of Cups, how to open your crown chakra, 9 of Pence and the Lovers. Butterfly, Hanged Man in reverse, nope. Emperor, Sovereignty. Nice. Okay, let's see what I got. So have I ever noticed? Well, I know that I've never noticed that it was an arrow, but what does that mean to me? Oh, 3 of Swords. I got the Emperor. Actually, that's really interesting and very apropos. Let's see, Jonathan said, interesting that the King of Cups is in the Crow Tower, has the crown floating over his head. That is interesting. Ishani said the Ace of Pentacles in reversed and the 9 of Wands in reversed. What does that even mean? Aries, the Hangman, 9 of Swords, Sea Cat, the Empress. Jonathan says the Queen of Cups also has that floating crown above the head. Emily, how can I open my crown? Page of Cups, lean into emotional intelligence and intuition, learn about what I see and feel, follow my intuition. Okay, so although I haven't noticed that it's an arrow in that lightning bolt, maybe I have, I just didn't consciously, not really aware of it. But what does that mean to me, to be like cracking open the crown? That it's a very masculine force. I guess if you want to look at it in terms of like the lightning being almost phallic, that sometimes you need that. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little sexual, but you sometimes need that phallic masculineness to crack open the feminineness. So having a balance basically of yin and yang, you need not only that force, but you need that for the intuition, but you can't have the intuition without the force. It's like they're in conjunction. It's like the crown of the tower and the force of the lightning. It's one's masculine, one's female, and you need both of them. And so what does that mean to me for what this lightning does by cracking open the crown of what would be considered the feminine is a very masculine energy, bringing forth the feminine energy. Whoa, that was like a lot deeper than I thought that question would be. Wow, that's interesting. The tower, getting rid of all the blocks and walls that I have to allow the light in for bats. Not sure about this one. I basically need to kick my own rear and move forward. Emily, yes, I think of my Knight of Pentacles as no head. I think the force of the arrow was rather overwhelming and overpowering. It feels very intense. Interesting for the King of Cups is on the shore and the Queen, she's underwater. I need to dive deep into my intuition to open my crown chakra. Ayana, I see someone sleeping, so maybe be like, I'm sleeping. Be open to what's coming to my life like I do when I'm dreaming, or how I prepare to go to sleep, open and relaxed. I like that. That's awesome. See, I love your interpretations. Okay, so that's get off the fence and make a decision. Yes. Okay, so the second one, how can I open my crown chakra then to receive more light? The Hierophant. Although I don't see this as like finding some sort of spiritual teacher, I think this is my mystery school. Because this card comes up, this one and the Strength card come up from my Leon mystery school. Because yeah, I mean, we're all going to be like the Hierophant, I guess, we're teachers. So basically how to allow my crown chakra to allow in more light is by like basically teaching what I love, which is spirituality, like helping people to find, their own inner light, their strength, to help them feel confident in themselves so that they can shine the light, so that they can trust their own intuition, not feeling like they have to rely on anyone. That's what I want to teach. And I guess by doing so, I end up like opening my own crown chakra, which is like pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, I love that it's like a little tower on his head. I'm just saying, it's pretty cool. That's pretty rad. I like that. Let's see. Aries said, be playful and willing to receive. Jillifer said, the arrow means very plainly that I need to love myself and not focus so much on getting others to love me, and not focus on the bad things people choose to say to you. Jonathan's like, yes. Lady Knight was thinking of that as well. I just noticed that the King and Queen are facing each other. That's awesome. Yes, be the change you want to see in the world. The best way to learn is to see one, do one, teach one. So teaching will be yours. How to make mine happen. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that. All right. All right, I'm gonna put that back in the deck. I'm gonna have another drink and then I'll put my hair back up. I don't like wet hair on my back. Okay, here we go. Give me a second to put my hair back up again. Hold on. There we go. Oh, by the way, I got a haircut last week. We took 7 inches off my hair. It feels so short now. Like, I mean, it's technically still at like my tailbone, but it's like, I feel like there should be 7 more inches, but you know, it was time. It needed a cut. Jillifer, I need to trust my intuition, and by loving myself and my intuition is a part of myself, and also need to not overthink things in my life to open my crown chakra. Aw, Sherry Bug, thank you. I put it down when it's dry, but it's a little wet right now. It says, even the spread says your mystery school gives you good intuitive juju. Aw, Susie, thank you. Okay, so let's go on to the sixth part, 6 out of 7. Okay, 2 questions. All that we achieve is as fragile as a house of cards. What is comfort and how does it manifest in my life? So what is comfort and how does it manifest in your life? How can you enjoy knowing that it can disappear? Or how can I enjoy it knowing that it can disappear? Okay, so what is comfort and how does it manifest itself in your life? How can you enjoy it knowing that it can disappear, that comfort can disappear? Oh, thank you, Sea Cat. Okay, so 2 cards. So what is comfort and how do I manifest it in my life? Okay, what is comfort? How do I manifest it in my life? How does it manifest in my life? Here we go. How can I enjoy it knowing that that could totally disappear on me? That was easy. Oh, got hair falling everywhere. Got to constantly vacuum, got hair all over this house. Okay, okay, first question, putting it out again. What is comfort and how does it manifest itself in my life? Okay, what is comfort? How does it manifest itself in my life? We have the 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Wheel. Okay, what is comfort? How does it manifest itself in my life? Interesting. 5 of Pentacles. Huh. We got more lightning and more towers, by the way. That's interesting. But it's more like the clock tower in Back to the Future. You know, it doesn't destroy anything. I mean, it kind of messed up the clock at some point, but they needed that lightning when they went back to, you know, the 50s to get them back to where they were. I'm getting lost in Back to the Future, but okay, so I'll read the card as it is. Let's see, what else did you guys get? Short, like Rapunzel, have cut 7 inches off, still looks long. What is comfort and how does it manifest itself in my life? The Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords and Justice, Magician, the King of Swords, 3 of Coins, the Hierophant. Jillifer said, what is comfort? The King of Pence. And how does it manifest? The 3 of Swords. How do I take comfort in knowing it's fragile? The Fool in reverse. 10 of Swords and the King of Cups. Sun and Death. Interesting. 3 and 7 of Pence. Comfort is working together, letting others into my life, being afraid of it going bad harvest, having invested in the wrong people maybe. My 2 cards, Knight of Cups, 8 of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so what is comfort and how does it manifest itself in my life? The 5 of Pentacles. I think I take comfort in knowing that everything I have is a blessing, basically. You know, that I've been here, you know, for a good chunk of my life, you know, that's where I was. And so how I manifest comfort in my life is just knowing that anything that comes into my life, this house, the fact that I have my truck paid off, you know, the pantry overflowing with food and Halloween candy and all this stuff, like all of this is a blessing, like it's all a blessing. The phone that I'm doing this freaking live chat on which I would have never have been able to afford, like, at all. I mean, not that cell phones existed when I was a kid, but I mean that, like, I like all of this is like just like icing on the cake for me. And so I think that I take comfort in all of that. That it's like, this is just like cherry on top, and I dig it. And I think that I'm more able to bring more into my life, more comfort into my life, because I don't take really any of this stuff for granted. Okay, so let me see what you guys said. Aries had Queen of Swords and the Nine of Swords, both in reversed. Emily, what is comfort? How it manifests. The Hangman, comfort in stillness and surrendering to the universe. How can I enjoy it, knowing it can disappear? Wheel of Fortune, everything has a season. The only thing constant is change. Jonathan said, the Knight of Cups. I take comfort in the love of others and the feeling of support that gives me. Well, talk less, watch more. Eight of Swords. I dive deep into my experience without acknowledging that it'll eventually end. Gilliver, exactly. I know exactly what this means. I get a masochist-like comfort in a stable depression because I'm not afraid of what is next. Interesting. Okay. Whoa. Whew. Okay, so that second question then was, how can I enjoy it knowing that I could literally lose all of this? I could lose my car, I could lose my phone, I could lose my home, I could, all of the material stuff. I've got a really good guy, what if I lost him, which I would never actually want to think about. Like, let's not even put energy on that. Or my kittens, we're not even going to put energy on that either. Because, I actually, before I pull this card, turn this card over, like we had a break-in some years ago in this house, and all of my jewelry, like all of it, was stolen. And they didn't really steal much. It was mostly just my jewelry, actually. And it was all costume jewelry, so it's not like they could sell it. And there was like a couple of other things, like my boyfriend's razor and a pair of shoes, and a broken phone. It didn't work. But I didn't care because when I noticed that Wally was missing, I freaked the F out. And we found him. He was actually hiding under a bush in our next door neighbor's yard, and he was waiting for us, like a good little boy. And so that was all that mattered to me. I was like, is Wally safe? And is he okay? I said, I don't care if they stole every item in this house. Like if my babies, anything ever happens to them, like then I'm not okay. But yeah, I would not mourn the loss of my material items, but I would be destroyed if I lost the people that I love, so now let's turn over the card. Oh, it's the Fool. Yeah, and it's exactly what I just said, that, I enjoy these things, but I also know that they can be stolen from me, they can be taken from me, and the Fool doesn't really have any attachments to that stuff. Yes, I have things that I really love, but if they were gone, which I did have my jewelry gone, and I actually wasn't that broken up about it. I was like kind of like, oh my God, they stole my jewelry, and then I was like, it's just jewelry, but I have my kitten, and we didn't have Loki at the time yet, but I was like, I have my kitten, I have my dude, I'm good. I don't care if they stole more. Like, I honestly don't. Jewelry can be replaced. A home can be rebuilt. A car, I could always get another car. But I can't get another Wally. I can't get another Loki. I can't get another dude. They're one of a kind. So yes, there's that Fool. Okay, whew, that was a deep question. That was deep. Let's see, Ayana, what is comfort? Strength. How does it manifest? Nine of Bats. Keeping my mental illness in check. They aren't me. They are a part of me. Seven of Bats. Enjoy it by Seven of Bats. I don't know. Terrified of losing it. Okay. Sherry Bug. I'm comforted by being independent using clear judgment and making choices with my mind and not my emotions. I enjoy it by looking at life with objectivity and learn life lessons from past mistakes. Susie said, Wally, thank goodness. Yes, my baby was safe. That's all I cared about. So, and off topic, my playful tarot sure is jumping today, so happily volunteering to give you messages when I'm just shuffling. I have decks like that once in a while where it's like just super chatty. Totally off topic, my hubs came in from helping clean out a dear friend's house and brought home a gold band. Yikes, the energy. Had to wash my hands after touching it. Need to cleanse that. Woo! Oh my goodness. Let's see, we've got Ace of Wands, brand new start. Stop thinking and sleep more. Enjoy it while it's here. I got the Fool in reversed. I enjoy it knowing I could lose it because I foolishly tell myself the sadness won't end until I do something drastic. Interesting. Very interesting. I love all this stuff, but this stuff, we should check in with it every once in a while, Okay, I'm going to put those cards back in the deck and we are in the final section. Okay. It says, the devil, the tower, the star. Why do we have these positions in tarot? Consider the devil is your past, the tower is your present, and the star is your future. So pick a card for each one. Okay, so pick a card for the devil. Like what does that mean to you? Your past. Pick a card for the tower. What does that mean to you? This is your present. Pick a card for the star. So this is multiple cards, by the way. The star is your future. What does that mean to you? And then that extra question, why do we have these positions in tarot? So why do we have this past, present, future, this devil, tower, star? So, okay, so in essence, this is 4 cards. What does the devil, your past, mean to you? What does the tower, your present, mean to you? What does the star, your future, mean to you? And why do we have these positions in tarot? The past, present, future, devil, tower, star. Yes, 4 cards. Okay. Okay, yes. I'm going to give my cards a really good shuffle on this one. I feel like we got something good on this one. We've had something good, actually, on all of them. This is crazy awesome. I love it. This is really good. Okay, one more drop shuffle. Here we go. Okay, devil. What is up, devil? El diablo. Il diable. 4 cards. So 4 cards. So your past, your present, your future. So your past is the devil. What does that mean to you? The tower is your present. What does that mean to you? The star is your future. What does that mean to you? And then the 4th card, why do we have these positions in tarot? The past, present, future, devil, tower, star. Why do we have those positions? Okay. Okay, my past. Oop, okay, that's my past. My present. My future. Why do we have these positions in tarot? Okay, I got my 4 cards, but let's see what you guys have. Okay, your past, present, and future. Why do we have these positions in tarot? I need a little bit of lip lube. Okay, 7 of Cups. So many choices and decisions that I have difficulty choosing for past. Yeah, I think I'm going to go one at a time and turn these over one at a time. I feel I need that. Okay, so my past, Temperance, which is the devil. So remember, past is considered devil, present is considered tower, future is considered star. Yeah, I feel like, Susie, I agree. I feel like I need to go back and re-watch what my answers were so that I could write it down. Okay, present, 10 of Cups. I'm currently content with where I am in life. Surian got the reversed Death, Hierophant, 4 of Pence, and 4 of Cups. Okay, so with my temperance, knowing that that is in a past position, which represents the devil, and devil being like your addiction to things or an inability to let go of things, although you fully have control of letting go of those things. I think in my past, there was quite an imbalance. I let other things control me, hence the devil, rather than me knowing that I had full control the whole time, which I think caused a lot of not only like imbalance like in my environment, but I also had mental imbalance. There was spiritual imbalance. It even manifested in physical imbalance. You know, I started getting injured a lot. I would get like weird illnesses, you know, that just kind of came out of nowhere, like weird, like medieval illnesses, you know. We have these cards because of the sun. You have to go through darkness to see the light. I love it. See, future was the queen. You said the queen of pants. You know what? I'm going to call it that from now on, the queen of pants. I am on the path to happiness in life. But yeah, so my past, what that means to me is just there was a huge imbalance when it came to the stuff, the people, the energy in my life was totally out of whack. You know, I probably wouldn't have, if there was YouTube back then, I probably wouldn't have even had the wherewithal and the balance to create a YouTube channel. I wasn't in that headspace. I wasn't ready for that yet, you know? So, I mean, but we all have to grow. Maybe I am the queen of pants. Maybe you are. Renee, 8 of Cups, Death, 10 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Syrian Dix, the Queen of Pants. Ayana, past is the sun. I was super addicted to needing to have everything, material things. Jillifer, why we have these cards is the High Priestess. Lady Knight said, King of Swords, focusing possibilities, sometimes feeling checkmate, judgment, starting over, Ace of Swords, new ideas, wisdom, Queen of Wands, learning to control the energy. Why do we have these cards? According to Emily, the Knight of Pentacles, again, the headless dude. So we don't lose our heads. So we need to stay grounded. Ishani got the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so presently, the Tower, where we know that this is where we have these things that crack open so we can have our illumination. Oh, thank you, Maha. Let's see, the present justice, I am now getting rid of anything. Simplicity is really what will help me not only feel happy, but to survive. Okay, so in my present, the Tower. In my present, we have the sun. Like, heck yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with like everything right now. I mean, like, of course, like, could I find things to complain about? But really, those are just, it's finding things to complain about. But I really have nothing to complain about right now. I mean, like, seriously, I feel like you were like being dead serious. Like, I live in a nice neighborhood. I own a home. Like, I don't have bills that are so high that I can't pay them off every time they show up every month. Like, I can pay them in full. Like, I am in a very comfortable place that I am very appreciative to be in. I am appreciative that I have, you know, somebody in my life who is freaking awesome, you know. I am appreciative of my kittens. Like, you know, to be here hanging out with you homies, you know, in this live chat is like, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with the people in my life. I'm happy with the little world I have built for myself, you know. So I said, shout out to Tara for owning a home. Yeah, like when, dude, I remember when, you know, because sometimes you got to put down these like big payments, you know, when you're like going through escrow and all that stuff. And I remember when they needed, it was like 10% down. And it was like my half of the 10% down of the cost of our house. And I was like on the phone with my banker and I was like, okay, hello, sir. We're going to be transferring, you know, whatever money from checking into like, you know, the people that we had to transfer it to, And, and the person was like getting me to breathe as if I was like in a Lamaze class. I was like, he's like, and breathe in, breathe out. He's like, okay, okay. He says, and the money's transferring now. Okay, the money's gonna transfer now. I was like, okay, that's a lot of money. He says, it's okay. You still have money in your checking account. We're good. I'm like, okay. He's like, don't hyperventilate. It's okay. You're all good. I'm like, thank you. We're getting a home. Okay. But it's just like, I've never seen that much money come out of my bank account before. I'm just like, but you know what? I'm happy with our house. Like, I'm gonna die in this house. But yeah, he seriously had to get me through the breathing of like, oh my God, that's like a lot of thousands of zeros. Oh my goodness. Jillifer, in my present, I keep losing opportunities to be happy because they scare me. That's interesting. Seacat, the present, King of Wands. Ayana, future, Ace of Ghosts. My cup overflows. Yep. Why do we have these positions? Ace of Bats. Sometimes we need to face these things. We need to see all of it. The good, the bad, the been there, the going to. Yes, this is some good journaling and self-reflecting. You're welcome. Well, actually, thank Wasima. She put out an awesome book. Jonathan said, that's what my guy and I said when we moved into this house. We're gonna die in this house. We love it so much. Dude, my guy and I, we actually dreamt about this house like the same night. We hadn't there was 27 people bidding on this house. Like that's a lot of people. And we weren't even sure if we were gonna get it, and so, but there was one night, like I woke up in the morning and I was like, Brian, I dreamt we lived in that house. And he's like, I had a dream last night that we lived in this house, or in that house. And I was like, how did we dream on the same night together that we lived in that house? He's like, I don't know. And that was that day that we got the call from our friend who on the side, he does real estate. So, we went through him. And like Gino calls us up and Gino's like, he's like, okay, so it's between you and one other couple. And we're like, what? And turns out they accepted our loan because we had a traditional loan and the other one was using like a military loan. But they were going so they leaned towards us and they were like, okay, could you put down, like, would you take this amount? And we're like, yes, but no higher. Otherwise we're out. And it didn't go any higher. And they took our loan and like, we got the house and we're like, ah! And I said, when we move in, I'm going to hug the house. And that's what I did. I went out to the garage and I put my arms out and I hugged the house. And I was like, I love you, house. We're going to be besties now. Thank you for letting us live in you. And I talked to the house. Like, I believe it's an entity too. So I talked to my home. Let's see. Jillifer said, in my future, I'm going to release my sorrow and pain, but I don't know why I got this creepy specific message, bleeding them out of my heart and soul and mind. I know it sounds creepy. Probably not a physical bleeding. It's a metaphorical, because you think of blood as life force energy, right? So it's like you're letting this life force that doesn't serve you anymore, like letting that life out and keeping in the true essence of you, your true life, So that's how I interpret that. Jonathan, this is our dream home, and the previous owners went over backwards to help us get it because my guy wrote them an amazing letter explaining why it was our dream home. Aw. Oh, thank you. Okay, so my future. Queen of Pentacles. I love that little rainbow back there. It makes me think of my goddess, Ishel. One of my two goddesses, because I have Santa Muerte and Ishel. They're like Santa Muerte is like mama. And then Ishel is like the coolest aunt ever. So, so when I see rainbows, I think Ishel. But, so that's the star card. So, okay, because the the future is the star position. So if you got Queen of Pentacles, this rainbow, just like sitting, just like so happy, like she's got her little pentacle in her lap. She's just like happy with what she has. Like she doesn't seem like she wants to get up and like go get more, right? Like she's totally content just sitting in her throne, just sitting with her little pentacle. And I think, you know, that could be a future for me, you know, that if I continue to follow my intuition, follow this joy that I'm in right now, that I can continue to just be in a really content, happy place. But I do feel with the Queen of Pentacles, she's not selfish. She's not like the Four of Pentacles where she's keeping it all to herself. The Queen of Pentacles is almost like an Empress and a Queen of Wands energy to me, where she helps people to others to find the worth in themselves, you know, so she's very giving. And so I see that as well in the future, that, you know, from my position of contentment, I can also help others to find contentment in their own lives, to find joy and satisfaction in what they have, you know, not only on a physical level, but, you know, we could talk spiritual level too, which would also tie into my school. But yeah, that could be the future for me. It's just like, just kind of chilling like a villain, a good villain, you know, and saying, you know, from my place of just serenity, I want to help people find that same type of peace, you know, within themselves. So I love that. Okay, and she's holding a star, yes. So, oops, my guy and son want to get out and go do something. I think we're going to the beach and go for a hike. So we'll see you later, Jonathan. Thank you for the exercise. That was really great and eye-opening. I need to get going. All right, so Ayana, we will catch you later too. Aries got the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Wands, and the Magician. And as you guys say that, there's all these yellow butterflies out there, those yellow swallowtails again. I interpret the bleeding metaphor as letting myself release all the sorrow and pain and leaching all that negativity, negative energy out of me, kind of like a vampire sucking out my negative energy, the dry. Yes, that's awesome. I love that. So, okay, my final position, why do we need these positions in tarot? Why do we need past, present, future, devil, tower, star? Four of Wands, because we can't celebrate our lives without being able to see where we came from, without being able to see where we are, and without being able to see the direction we are heading. Because I like to think as that future is not being totally set in stone. You know, it solidifies the closer that we get to certain checkpoints, you know, due to the decisions that we make. But yeah, definitely with this Four of Wands, I just see that that's freaking awesome. Yeah, yeah, we get to celebrate this wonderful time that we have here on Earth, merely by celebrating where we've been. Just like I think Ayana had said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, we have to celebrate it all because it's who we are, and you know, those specific events don't define us. But who we are is growing. We're growing, changing creatures here on Earth. So we are all transformative and we're all turning into butterflies. Hence all the butterflies. Okay, dokie. All right, so Renee is taking off. We will see you later, Renee. Aries got death. Transformations, yes. Diane said, I am still here, just multitasking. Of course, as you are, my busy bee. My busy bee fairy. I always think you're like a little bumblebee fairy. Jillifer said, I got High Priestess. We need to use the wisdom we get from the cards to transform our lives. Yes. I love this deck so much, by the way. Like, it's so, it gives you interesting interpretations. Woo! The sun's getting brighter, so I'm like, all right, you guys. So let's go ahead and put these away. It is about lunchtime for me. Hey, Cheryl. So yeah, I think that I'm going to do our reading for the week. We'll do a little healing and then yeah, it'll be arrivederci hasta mañana. Well, not mañana, babe. Hasta semana. Yes, in a week. Next sábado. Otro sábado. But yeah. So, then I will see you guys next Saturday. We got tons of healing energy to send people. Of course, at the end of our chat, you guys know that you are more than welcome to join in and help send that good juju, because good juju out, good juju in. Okay, so let's do our reading for the week. Yay, I'm glad you guys had fun. This was a lot of fun. Yeah. So again, if you guys were interested in Wasima's book, I will do a review probably next week, called Tarot and Oracle 365-Day Challenges for the Busy Soul by Wasima Toria. So again, I think the link was posted earlier. Lady Knight had posted it. You can find it on the Amazons. It all comes from the Learn the Tarot in 21 Days group that Wasima has. So a lot of these prompts have been posted before, but she kind of just refined them. It was edited by my best friend in Belgium. So yeah, Steph was helping out with this as well, but also other teachers that have taught, with Wasima, like myself and Lucy and Sylvia and stuff like that. They also helped, put this together. So, hey, Kristen. Okay, so let's get to our message. And you know what? Let's throw in a little Halloweeny too. So, actually, you know what? We're just going to use this deck instead. This one needs to take a little breather. She's done some good work. Okay, we're going to go to the Tricker Tarot, and we're going to get our message for the week for all of us. I got that large edition. And then we'll get into the healing. Okay. Oop, there's one card. I'm going to pull 4 cards. 2. 3. And número 4. Ahora, okay. Okay, so let's turn these all over and let's show you guys. So here is our upcoming week, some good messages for us. Let's see. Maha says, I call my baby bird Juju. Means little chick in Persian. Aw. I was just going with intuition for the first time in a while. That's fantastic, Aries. I'm all about trust that gut. Renee said, oh, good thing I'm still here. Don't want to miss the last bit. And Jennifer, before I go, just wanted to say I am so blessed that you guys have all come into my life. These live chats have genuinely helped me through my worst moments, and I hope you all know I care. We care about you so much, Jennifer. Like I'm appreciative of the community that you guys, because really you guys have built this community. I'm just the one that pops on for the live chats, but it's you guys that come on here and you bring all this positive energy, and you bring and I know you guys are smiling. I can't see your smiles, but I know you're smiling. You bring your smiles, you bring your positive energy, and even when people are having a rough day, we're here for you. We can't all be rainbows and sunshine all the time, but we do have to let that out sometimes so that we can go back to being rainbows and sunshine. Sarian said, yes, very smiley. So yeah, tons of love to all of you guys. Like, I wake up on Saturday and I look at the clock and it's usually like 7 a.m. because I get to wake up a little bit later on a Saturday, and I'm like, woohoo, at 9:30 I get to start getting ready for my live chat, and I get to take my shower, and then we're gonna do my live chat. Like, I am like literally like super excited, and I look forward to my chat. Like, I see it getting closer to 10:30 and I'm like, ooh, okay, gotta start setting stuff up. I'm like, because I get to hang out with my friends. You guys are my friends, you guys are my family. So on that note, which I'm looking at actually some really good cards. Okay. Speaking of you guys being awesome, you have an awesome reading for this week. We have the King of Cups. Thank you, Lady Knight. We have the Ace of Wands. we have adjustment, which in this deck, the I was going to say Libra. Yes, it is Libra, but it's the Justice card is 8, and then Strength would be the other Justice number. I mean, the number for Justice in other decks. You know what I'm trying to say. Let's see, Aries, I'm learning tarot meanings and astrology at the moment. Oh, very cool. Sherry Bug, my German Shepherd is sending puppy cuddles right now. Excellent. Yes, you like the octopi. Okay, and then the last part is the Queen of Swords. Thought he was kind of cute. Aw. Okay, so let's put our message together. Okay, did we make it back? I think we're back. Okay, we're back. Okay, ready for this week's message. Alrighty, so now that we're back. Okay, so I feel like things have kind of are gonna even out energetically this week, which is good because I think we've had some heavy stuff the past while. I mean, 2020. Okay, the past since it was New Year's. So it's been a little heavy, but I see it becoming a little bit lighter this week. And the reason being is I feel like we are going to be able to focus our attention a little bit more on some of the more fun things. So I know that, you know, here we're celebrating Halloween. I mean, it's not right now, but I mean, people are like gearing up for Halloween. Some people are gearing up for Samhain. Some people are just like, you know, cleaning out their homes. Some people are working on the arts. You know, people are doing their thing. And I think that because the energy is a little bit more calm this coming week, we're able to focus more of our attention on the fun things, the things that bring us joy, instead of the things that really bring us down. Not to say that we should always ignore those things, because we shouldn't, because you don't want to be naive, you know, but also it's just a healthy balance, hence the scales here with the Justice. And I feel actually like she's coming in to kind of bring things back into balance, saying, okay, let's give you guys a little bit of a balanced week so that you can focus on some of your passions, and so that you, in essence, by doing that, you also help to contribute to the balance of energy that's needed this week. So it's actually very pertinent that no matter where it is that you live, or what is it that you do that brings you joy, that is that you do something this week, because by you doing that, you are putting that joy and that more balanced energy out into the world, and that's something that we need on the planet right now. But with the Queen of Swords, it's also to remain focused, because sometimes when we're like, ooh, like I know me, like I'm total ADD when it comes to to arts and crafts and drawing and all that stuff. So I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and all of a sudden I have like 8 or 9 different unfinished projects sitting in front of me, and then I become overwhelmed. So we don't want the overwhelm this week. We want to put out, you know, more of a balanced energy. So it's pick and choose what it is that you want to work on, maybe just 1 or 2 things this week, and then really give it your all, give it your gusto, you know, have fun with it, enjoy the process. You know, it's the journey of what it is that you're making or doing. It's not the end result. You know, you can always take a picture at the end anyway. Take a selfie. But yeah, so Justice is coming in. She's helping to balance those scales. And we're having a little bit more even keel when it comes to just our emotions. But in order to keep her scales even, and in order to keep our emotions a little bit more even instead of all out of whack, is that we do have to make sure that it's focused energy on whatever it is that you are creating and doing this week. Okay, so Aries said 6 months. Susie said very circus family feeling. That's a good thing. And Surian, that's so me, jack of all trades, but a master of none. But you forget the rest of it. Jack of all trades, master of none is definitely better than a master of none, or master of one. Jillifer, speaking of learning things, I am trying to learn to meditate and astral project, and was just wondering if any of you had any advice. You know, in my meditation, I always imagine that I'm walking down, like it's just something I came up with. I'm walking down like a little dirt path in the forest. And when I want to astral project, I imagine that there's this ginormous like redwood tree in the middle of that path. And when the door opens, I'm astral projecting. So I don't know, you can kind of come up with like a scenario you want to do when you're in meditation. The end of the quote is, Jack of all trades, master of none is much better than a master of one. Yes, yes. Sherry Bug. We're like mind melding right now. Jillifer, I am also an Aries, so I'm super hyper and it's hard to meditate. Jillifer, I'm a Gemini. You know my brain is a million different places at once. Oh, Sheldon is back. Okay, let's get to the healing. I'm going to pull a card for the type of healing energy we're going to send out. Sherry Bug, I'm just going to take up residence in your brain. I thought I'd have like a pina colada. I'm going to sit on the shores of your brain. I'm going to like, you know, talk to the hot lifeguard. Why is my boyfriend in your mind? Like, why is my boyfriend the hot lifeguard? There's a whole scenario going on in your brain right now. Aries is a rising Gemini. Oh my goodness. I heard Peter's colada. Okay. Nice, girl. Nice. You got me turning red. Okay, children. Okay. I like how we're all just, at our core, we're all in middle school, okay? Okay, so you guys can join in on the healing energy. You guys are all healers. You all heal in your own various ways. So feel free to jump in on this however you do it. You don't have to stay. You can if you want. It's totally up to you. But just know that if you're open to it, it'll come to you. And Wally is wandering. So it'll make it to you no matter where you are, what it is that you're doing. You could be chopping wood, it'll still come to you. So here we go. And of course, to all our friends who left earlier, to all the people that will watch this later on, and to everything in the world anyway, even if they don't know who we are. Because we're all connected to them, right? So healing to them is healing to us. Oh, I need some. Starting a new job soon. Ooh, congrats. Okay, so, oh my gosh, it was who was talking about with the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, the being the off with the head. We have the Seven of Swords. This Mr. Jack-o'-lantern here literally has a head in his lap. So the energy here is basically to not lose our heads. It's basically what I was talking about this whole week, being on an even keel, bringing the energy back into balance, your emotional balance, focusing on your passions. So we don't want that energy to be chaotic, for like my Gemini energy or your Aries energy or all those other fiery, crazy energies out there, to have us in so many places at once. We want things to be more like a sword. Swords is very focused, right? So the energy healing energy that's coming out to you guys is to help you just relax and focus. So a focused attitude is the healing energy that we have. Yes, so keep calm and tarot on. Oh, that should be a shirt. Okay, so here we go. So like I said, you guys could join in if you want to. If you're open, you could say it in the chat. Yeah, keep calm, tarot on. You could say it in the chat. You could say it in your brain. You could say it aloud. But yeah, this just cool, just copacetic juju's coming out to you. Okay, here we go. All right, you guys. Oh my God, that was so cool. I was like imagining we were all just chilling on the beach and just soaking up the rays. And there's this dude who's working at the coconut booth, and he's like chopping the tops of the coconuts and putting a straw in it so we could drink the coconut water. And then you got the guy playing like the steel drums, and it's like the Caribbean music. But then all of a sudden, when I hear Caribbean music, I think of the Little Mermaid. So it's like do 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 do. So anyway, so that's the energy that made it out to you. Sherry was like, was he making a penis colada? Maybe in your fantasy island. So anyway, I thank you guys all for coming in. Like I said, I appreciate this time that we have together. I appreciate the people that pop in and out. I appreciate like just, you know, you guys have built a really awesome community, and it makes, I'm happy to come here every Saturday. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Have a fabulous, like, chill week. Have fun with whatever project you guys are working on this week. And yeah, I will catch you then. And peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.